Right guys, I have filmed this video 3 times at night and the cold has totally got to the camera and just nothing's writing on the SD card. So this is the second time now that I've put everything back in. We are doing a budget open air filter air intake on the ST180. Currently we've got the stock airbox in, right? There you go, there it's there. Let's not get the screws in because I'm not putting the screws and all that back in for the second time, do you know what I mean? But anyway, why is it a budget here, you ask? Well, math housing, right, and that's what you need. 20 quid on Car Enhancements UK. I'll put the link in the description, I'll put a photo on screen now, because they've changed their branding. So 20 quid, usually they're like, I don't know, 70 or something like that, so that's quite good. And I already had this here filter as a spare for the track car. So the Math Housing's brushed cast alloy, I think, aye, and it needs painted, right? I'm not going to paint it now because it's freezing in Scotland, right, and I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference to the intake temps. So if I do see a problem, you know, on the gauges, then I will sort it out. So this isn't, you know, forever. This is just the new, and then I'll get the whole kit on it, you know, because we want to go for a wee bit of power. So this is just the new to have some sound and have some a wee bit more air getting into the turbo. So let's do it. First things first, right? Oh, obviously the math sensor's no plugged in, but unplug that, right? Take that out and be careful with it. Right, pop him up there. So obviously I've undone all the bolts, right? So undo that hose. Take the airbox lid off, and then let's have a look at this filter. Check that bad boy out. Huh? He's been doing his job. Look at that. Huh? He's really been working quite hard. Right, then we'll lift the airbox right out. Again, I've undone all the screws or the bolts or whatever. So, you obviously, if you're doing this, you'll have to, and I've also cut that, and you'll see that later. If you're doing this, you'll have to undo them, but it's dead easy. There you go. I've got it connected to the intake pipe, right, it's sitting quite far down, which is good. I've also got it quite shrewdly rigged up to down there with a cable tie to keep it under the, got a kind of plan with this, like see, that's a bit off the old airbox I've cut. Right, math sensor going in. Right, time to get it connected up. Right, get that on, and press your wee button, check it, all good. Next thing on the agenda is, so this, I've cut this off the stock airbox over there, right? Now, as you can see, it's sitting quite deep in the bay, which is good. So if I click that on there, see it's getting scooped right into the intake, which, you know, I think that's pretty good. Yesterday, right, obviously we've already went out in the morning, tried it and all that, and it's working fine. I went out for a half an hour drive, right, got everything up, let everything come up to temp, then went to drive. Half an hour, came back, popped the bonnet, engine, everything was warm, and I swear to God, the cone filter was, you know, stone cold, which was really quite happy with that. Right guys, I'm on my way between jobs right now, and I'm going to try and show you how the air filter sounds, alright? I don't know how well this will be catching it, but let's try. Hopefully that's getting it a wee bit. A few days after this clip, things started to go a little bit weird, and then this happened. Right guys, about 3 days after that last clip you've just seen, obviously the service light came on. Now, it wasn't in limp mode or anything like that, and like I said, it drove brilliant for 3 days, sounded great, pulling great, no bother, but then on the third day, kinda, that second half of that day, it started to be a wee bit sluggish. No limp mode or anything, just a wee bit sluggish, enough for me to notice. So, what I did was, after it threw the code, drove home and quickly put the stock airbox back in it. minus a wee bit of that cut, but I just made that work with, you know, that's fine. Went for it, let it idle, 10 minutes, went for a drive, the service light never came back on, or, you know what I mean, it went totally away, and it's back to how it should feel, you know what I mean, how it felt before we did the intake. Now I don't know if it was me, if it was a clamp that came loose or was loose, or if it was, you know, it could have been in, it could have been me, it could have been in, so I don't know if we're just unlucky or it was user error, could be, but I thought, you know, I could have just made this video and left it at the, you know, the sound, but I thought it'd be, you know, tell you the truth, don't be like me, and so we're going to have to spend the money on the full kit, but that's fine, that just means it'll guaranteed to work, doesn't it? So, aye, we'll wait till we get paid and then we'll get the proper kit on it, and hopefully that'll sort it. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.